good afternoon, good evening, or good night, whichever that applies. I want to welcome all of you to the Lost in the Sauce podcast, season 2, episode 1. We appreciate you guys joining us. I am your host, The Sauce, and sitting next to me is the most beautiful co-host I've ever seen in the world, Miss Cola.
Why, thank you. What a sweet introduction.
Well, welcome back, Miss Cola. Good to see you.
Good to have me here. In all seriousness, want to welcome all of you back. Get ready for season 2. We need all that energy from Core 30 and whoever else wants to join the Core 30 to make it possibly a Core 155.
That's a random number.
It is random, just like this show. So today we're going to be talking about this woman who's married to a man who loses his job, and she gives him a 30-day notice that she will hold it down until he gets another job, only for 30 days.
Long time. And but she didn't feel like a woman because the husband wasn't pulling his weight. She's saying his job was to provide. So she went on a date with the husband's friend. He spent some money on her, made her feel like a woman. One thing led to another. She cheated. So now she's feeling justified or doesn't want to be made the villain because she cheated with her husband's friend, so-called friend.
Just to interject with that, I will have to say that that's very superficial. Like, you shouldn't feel like you're gonna take and cheat because somebody else is throwing money at you. Because money's temporary, right? Like, you can make a whole bunch of money one day and end up sick and in the hospital and make no money the next day. So to put a price on, first of all, let's take it a step back before the superficial. To demasculate a man who already is his worst critic after he lost his job and comes home to you looking for support, that is the opposite of the support that he would ever want.
That's
you shouldn't
very
even
true.
give ultimatums in relationships anyway, and especially when it comes to finances. That's like the number one leading cause of divorce anyway. So when you have a situation where you know you have a hardworking man, did you even take a second to find out what happened, what caused him to lose his job?
How long he's been there.
How long he's been there, which you should already know if you are a wife who cares.
Of course. But take in consideration how long he's been there. Now, if he's just can't keep a job and, always broke and it's stressful. But when you're married, you're in it for the long haul. For richer or poor is what the vows say.
And do yourself a favor and don't get married to a man who can't keep a job. Those signs are there when, you're dating.
Right. Now, if he's been at his job 14 years, now I'm speculating, but let's say he's been at his job 14 years, was a manager, but he got laid off or the job closed down. There's so many different reasons why someone could lose their jobs. Now, he could be like me, keep 3 jobs so I can turn to angry black man and tell our job, fuck you.
Hang on that heifer, Julio. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
And she could be like me and work 1 job and get everything you want because you're just sweet. And you got a man willing to work 3.
But I guess the biggest problem for me isn't just the 30 days. Like the wife said, oh, I held it down for 30 days. Like that's something.
Like, do you want a round of applause? Can you cue in round of applause,
Yes,
guys?
yes.
30 days, really.
30 days, awesome job.
You got a good man, a doting husband. He works hard, takes care of you. And because you had to hold it down for 30 days, you go out, not with just any random John Doe, his friend.
Let's switch gears and talk about the friend now. Because how are you a friend? First and foremost, my nigga, why are you going on a date with my wife? How are y'all even communicating to set that up is my problem.
How long has it been going on before I got fired? That's my question.
And how long you been plotting on my wife, bro? You been waiting for me to get fired, waiting for me to be in a vulnerable position and then take my wife out when you know I'm not working right now?
Sidebar, guys. It was the friend. He tipped off the boss. It was the friend. That's a bad situation.
Very bad situation. And the
I
fact
would
that,
hate to be the man married to that woman.
and honestly, you know what? Another thing that can't be overlooked in this situation is that maybe the wife showed signs of these superficial tendencies and he ignored it because maybe she's beautiful, she's sexy, maybe she's a trophy wife, maybe she gives him esteem because people always praise her. Oh man, your wife is so gorgeous, she's so beautiful, but she's also entitled.
I can almost bet that that is her personality, and I can almost bet that the reason why it was ignored is because it actually gave him esteem to be able to provide those things for her.
Now, how do you figure that?
Any woman who's willing to say, I'm only going to hold it down for 30 days, even if you think that, like, okay, I'm going to give him 30 days to get it together because I know my man, he just needs a little bit of time. I'm going to push and motivate him. That should be the headspace you're operating from. But for her to be in the headspace of, I'm not a man, I shouldn't have to do this, like, sis, you have to take care of yourself,
Right,
regardless
like
if that man is there.
he divorced you,
And
you gotta do it by yourself
to
anyway.
add insult to injury of why I know for a fact that she is a superficial person with these tendencies prior to this offense is because she chose to go out with his friend. Women, chime in if I'm wrong.
Right.
First of all, it takes a lot for a woman to do dirt on their man. And if you are going to do dirt on your man, are you really going to do it with his friend unless you're trying to twist the knife in a little bit?
Right.
Like, no.
Like that was calculated. First and foremost, that's a whole nother situation too, where why are you so comfortable going on a date with my friend while I am struggling, not working? You don't know if there's arguments going on. You don't know if there's a sign of resentment and disgust.
Oh, he knows. Because I can almost assure you, once again, and again, this is speculation. Usually my speculation is
pending
correct.
this story is actually true because we did get it from the internet.
I can almost bet that the reason she's so mad is because the friend does know everything they're going through. And in fact, him being home from work is interrupting her newness with him. That's the best friend that knows everything, guys.
That's why I don't tell my nigga shit.
And that's why I tell my girls everything. Just playing. No, seriously, keep your relationship private. It's for the best.
Yeah.
Too many hands in the pot make for a lousy stew.
When you look at that type of situation, it just puts in perspective. Whether it's true or not, it's a good topic of conversation to actually get dialogue when it comes to if this was true, what would you do? Do you side with the wife? Do you side with the husband? Are you the friend? Because not all of us are on one side.
And no judgment to the friend, you know. You only live one life. You gotta get it while you live.
Judgment. Fuck that. Fuck
I mean,
that friend.
it is messed up, friend. But as I said, love has happened in stranger places.
Like you said. When did you say that shit?
Some time ago. I don't remember. I know it was somewhere in them thoughts. To add on to keeping your relationship private, another important factor is not taking too much advice from people who have not had your experiences. I feel like there's always like the single best friend who's like, girl, don't take his stuff, or the male best friend that's like, you know, do you, bro? Like, if you're not married, if you're not a parent, there's certain circumstances where you just shouldn't solicit your advice, which is actually really your opinion, because you don't have enough experience to take that advice. But how do you feel about it? Do you feel like people, like, for instance, if you're a parent and you're talking about a topic that has come up in your household with your child, and your parentless friend is like, well, you should do ba 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 ba. Do you feel like they have enough experience to dictate or judge how you're doing things?
So here's my take. I don't believe that if the advice is good, no matter where it comes from, if I can apply it, I will. The way I treat advice is I take what I need and delete what I don't.
A good way to put it.
Because again, I've gotten great advice about parenting from someone who didn't have kids, but he's very observant. He's listened to other people go through experiences. He's seen a whole lot. Probably reason why he ain't got no kids.
A lot of people do learn by experience. That is true.
Yeah, so there's two ways you learn. You learn from your experiences or you learn from other people's experiences.
Or you don't learn at all.
Well, well, again, there's two ways to learn. The third way you don't learn.
That's true.
You know what I mean? It really doesn't matter to me what your credentials are, but it does matter if the motive behind your advice is condescending or you're trying to school me on something. Like, don't come at me trying to give me advice on something I know you have no experience in to make it seem like you're better than me. Let me school you, young blood. Like, nigga, don't.
Or let me rub your face in it.
Right.
Know? I will say one thing, okay? And don't cancel me, guys. But I am not taking advice from an animal mom. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not doing it, okay? Because you guys with your animals and no kids think that, like, it's the same and it's not. I can't leave baby that's 10 months old at home for the weekend. Like, I'm going to jail when I come back if she's alive. You guys can leave your dog with a big old canister of self-serving food and water, and they're self-sufficient. You just got shit to clean up when you get back, okay? So don't be trying to give me parenting advice if you're a dog mommy. I love you. Love your animal. Keep it over there. Thank you.
She loves animals.
I do.
She has animals. However, it's not the same. I'm sorry. It is not the same.
It's not the same.
Okay?
Also, if you are a single person who does not have a family of your own that you have started, regardless if you're a mom or not a mom, if you're just a single person, no kids, no boyfriend, no nobody, please don't tell me that I have enough time in the day. I don't, okay? I don't have enough time.
Who scarred you? Who are you? This sounds like a sub to me.
No, it's not a sub. I just feel like people try to relate. Okay, hear me out. Because I'm not coming for you guys.
Wait. You was like, if you're single and you have no family and you live 3 blocks away from Dunbar, like, yo, you being real specific.
Okay, it's not that specific. Just hear me out. I feel as though people will try to insert themselves where they don't belong. And I say this to say that you cannot relate to my struggle on a day-to-day basis if you have a very minimal struggle. I'm not to say that a single person who lives alone, who doesn't have kids, you should be living your best life, and I love that for you. However, you do not have to come home tired and deal with anybody but yourself. So you can't dictate to me and give me advice on how I should go about my day because you don't deal with any of the things I deal with in my day. You don't wake up to get kids ready for school and deal with the morning terrors. You don't rush to get from school to work. You don't rush to get home to do after-school activities with kids and try to get dinner done and still have time for yourself, your man, your kids, and everybody who needs your attention. You just don't. So you don't get it. So keep your advice over there. Thank you.
Sidebar, that was directed at somebody.
It wasn't. I promise. I love everybody who loves me. If you don't love me, I don't know what to tell you. You know?
So I truly believe that when it comes to giving advice and speaking to me about something that you can't relate with, then understand when I'm listening to it, again, good advice is good advice. But is it though?
And to add on to that, even a professional who has gone to school to be your therapist can only listen and advise you on the things you're discussing with them. They don't actually try to tell you what to do because a lot of them don't even know what you're going through. A lot of them don't go through what you go through.
Here's the thing. I realize this too when it comes to what people go through day to day. Everybody has their own set of problems. And that's just reality. Regardless, you have a single mother who has 1 kid, and you have a single mother who has 2 kids. You have a wife who is married to her husband, but she's a single mom in a home because the husband's checked out. And then you could have a person who's single with no kids, no family, but they're going through school issues, college issues, depression, loneliness. So everybody has their own set of issues and problems. That's the only guarantee. Everybody has problems.
Everybody bears their own cross.
That's it. So when it comes to advice, see, this is where I give advice. Because my biggest fear is I think I gave you the bomb shit. I dropped a fucking gem. It left a hole in the floor. Damn, that shit was bomb. And you take my advice and fuck everything up. And then you look at me like, You told me. So I give pros and cons. I give, if you go left, this can happen. If you go right, this can happen. So travel safe, and here's a cookie.
What I do is I just listen. I listen and I ask questions about the things that you're not sure of. So you can ponder about them a little longer and come to your own conclusion. And then I
Yeah.
send you on your way without the cookie. Because those cookies is for my kids.
You know what? The biggest thing is we have to be careful on who we give advice to, and also the motive in which you're giving advice. Because a lot of times, if I'm venting to you and I'm talking to you about my problems, a lot of times I just need to vent. I
People
don't
don't really
need
want
your
advice.
advice. I don't want to hear your solution shit. Okay.
We want to rant and feel enraged and then just like chill after, you know?
That's it. So my thing is, let's not get into this Dr. Phil shit. Now, I know we are doing a podcast, but I am not no fucking guru of any kind of any subject.
And I'm crazy. So
So don't look at us as relationship goals, because we crazy.
We are.
We love each other, but we crazy. Don't get it twisted.
no, we really are relationship goals though. But we just don't promote that because, you know, like then puts us on a pedestal and we are far from pedestal worthiness. Because
Right.
we've hit in many bumps and scrapes and bruises and we're still tugging along.
Dragging along.
We got a flat tire and a busted freaking side view mirror and we're still chugging, okay?
Transmission about to go out, but we saving up to fix it. But it's like when you put yourself on that type of pedestal, or when you allow others to put you on that type of pedestal, it's more pressure. It's like you can literally crop your life to what you want people to see.
Yeah.
That's what social media is. I literally can post pictures and videos of only the shit I want you to see. So if I'm posting nothing but vacation pictures, you're going to think I'm flying all over the place.
Meanwhile, that was vacation pictures from like 3 years ago in Spain.
Listen, Drake said it. You know, you taking pictures and you save them and then you post it as if you're still on the go. Like, nah, but you home alone, you by yourself. So it's like you can literally create this persona, and because the human race is so gullible, me included, we
Not me.
believe that shit.
Conspiracy theorists over here. We'll get into that on my personal vlog.
So take all this internet, social media shit with a grain of salt.
And for those of you who know that people know you in real life, you've been warned.
Who are you talking to?
Them. Whoever they is. The infamous they. Them and well, we have to be careful with that now because you already know.
Oh yeah,
We're not gonna mention they, them, and them.
Don't fuck up the pronouns now. Don't drag that shit.
I'm talking about the big brother they, not they. You know what I'm saying?
The OG they, you know, the they from 1970.
Wait, the OG they could still be the they. So I'm gonna stick with big brother they, okay? You guys read 1934 if you smart. Let's move on, okay? There's some really crazy social media buzz around a really silly interview that we're gonna insert somewhere here with Ice Spice. And I want thoughts, guys. I want your pure, honest, unfiltered, evil thoughts.
Ice, how you feel about the Grammys? What's your feeling being a newcomer to the whole thing?
I had more fun after the Grammys, actually. Yeah. At the after party.
I feel that.
Right.
Did you meet anyone you were looking forward to meeting? Did you?
I met Ed Sheeran,
Okay.
and I was really excited because I've been a fan of him since I was like 14. And when I met him, he was like, "She ain't even the fart, by the way." And I was like, "Oh, period." Yeah, so.
And you met Beyonce too.
Yes, I met Beyonce. How can I forget that? Oh my God. I did meet Beyonce. I didn't really like meet her too much because, you know, it was basically a Beyonce meet and greet at the Grammys. So there was a long line. So we all got a couple seconds. But I had seen her like in her table and stuff, and she looked over at me and smiled. So while she was walking towards me, I already knew she was gonna come say hi. So I got up to be prepared. Some people was like, "Ew, Ice threw herself at Beyonce. Like, relax." I'm like, "No, girl. Like, she already seen me and she was on the way. So, yeah."
She's on the way.
She's on the way. No, girl. She's.
So give us your thoughts on this interview.
Okay. I've seen a lot of interviews in my lifetime, but I've never seen an interview where a person talks about literally nothing, says like about 1,000 times, and everyone cracks up like it's the most hilarious thing.
No,
like
no.
A stand-up comedian. Like
No,
it's Kevin
it's
Hart
not-
in there.
It's not everyone. It's a room full of men.
Who all want to
Did you ever see that? There was a super cut clip of The Breakfast Club with Charlamagne the God, and when he was interviewing Cardi B, and he laughed like Cardi B was Dave Chappelle. Like he was smacking the table, falling out of his chair, damn near. I mean, keying. Like let a nigga key your shit like that.
Listen, I
I'll
actually am
fucking pull
funny
up.
though. You know,
I don't care. Let a nigga. If I was offset, I'd have ran up on yo. What you laughing at, player?
he wouldn't have done that, guys. He would have waited till after and been like, "Yo, what was all that about?" On a sidebar. Anyway, we ain't toxic like that. Whole point is, what was funny? I really need to understand. I'm still. It's funny to me how not funny it is. You know what I mean? Were they laughing at the fact that she looks like that character? You know, insert
What
the meme.
character? So your biggest gripe is Ice Spice is in this interview with The Shop that's part of Uninterrupted, which is
Right.
LeBron James, Maverick Carter's brand. And Ice Spice is literally talking.
Who was the one cracking up the most? Because
They-
if
they
it was
all-
you, LeBron, send your wife to me. We got
You know
we
what?
got a conversation
You
to
gotta talk to
have.
Savannah?
Listen, Savannah. You know what they say about older men now.
You know what?
I'm just playing.
Ice Spice is probably the same age as their son.
They never stopped a nigga before.
Oh my God.
Anyway, all I'm saying is they were all laughing a little bit too hard. I didn't find anything funny. And I don't think that laughing is going to make you get the draws either. But you had your fair share of laughing to get the draws?
I laughed at your shit.
I'm funny, guys. I am actually, you know what? I think we're going to have to run that little stand-up segment on live.
What? No, hell no.
He is.
Nah.
He's testing my funny, guys.
Listen, this shit was funny.
But it wasn't that funny.
No, it was that funny.
It was that funny.
It was that funny.
When you got the little tears, you can't fake the tears out the corner
You
of the eye.
can't
now.
fake the tear. I mean, you know what? Never mind.
I fake tears all the time. Get him to do what I want. All right, let's not be toxic. See, this is why we can't be the pedestal for y'all. We ain't relationship bros. About to start a whole full real argument over a joke.
What the fuck you talking about?
So you like fake laughing? I could not.
Miss Cola brought up some really interesting would you rathers. I'm a little nervous because I didn't screen this shit. So, with that being said, go ahead, Miss Cola.
Alrighty. So, first one is, would you rather have the ability to see 10 minutes into the future or 150 years into the future?
150 years.
Why?
Well, I'll be dead, but at least I can invest in some shit so that my kids and grandchildren, all of them can be set for life. But 10 minutes is like, oh shit, I'm gonna be stuck in traffic 10 minutes from now. That only works if like I go to the club and I see 10 minutes, like, oh shit, these are gonna shoot this shit up. So I can leave 10 minutes early.
I'm going to take it on the other side. I'm going to be selfish. I don't care about what's happened 150 years after I'm dead. I probably won't even make it to 100. However, I'll be blessed. Lord, help me make it to 100. However,
Absolutely.
I'm not going to make it to 150. So 10 minutes for me, if I could see that the highway is going to be traffic, I'm going to take the local street. If I know that if I merge into that lane, there's a possible accident happening, I'm going to stay in the right side.
Wait, so this would you rather it's really about commuting?
Just this one. This is only number one.
I know, but this would you rather is really the only benefit is either look into a world where I'm dead or see if I'm gonna get to work on time.
Nah, I'm lying. I'll probably choose 150 because I'll be like, all right, listen, when you turn 45 to my kid that I'm not gonna name, make sure you do ba 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 because this is what's gonna happen when you do.
Absolutely.
And whatever the case may be. All right,
Absolutely.
moving on.
150 years for me.
Would you rather team up with Wonder Woman or Captain Marvel? This should be a no-brainer.
Captain Marvel. I'm gonna tell you because that lasso of truth, this motherfucker be, hey, did you fart? No. Whoosh. You know what? Nah, I did. Like, nah, you ain't gonna pull that on me.
Oh, I might have to change my answer. I'm going to team up with a Wonder Woman so I could get her to use that tassel to go back to every single person that ever lied to me that I knew wasn't lying to me because I'm toxic. I mean, like, my best friend back in 4th grade when you said that to me and I know that's not what happened. Like, what was the truth?
Oh, my God. You're using Wonder Woman.
to get the
closure.
Listen, closure is the first step in healing. Okay?
I would do that with my siblings. Like, yo, you remember back in, 1997, right before Biggie died, I had a honey bun in the cabinet. Did you eat that shit? Because you said no.
Tell mommy the
Wonder
truth.
Woman, wrap this nigga up. He'd be like, oh, y'all ate it.
Listen.
So, I'm Captain Marvel, man. We can fly somewhere.
Yeah, you could go outer space. You put that helmet on.
I need a helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could blast through things. Alrighty. Would you rather be forced to sing along or dance to every single song you hear? You should know my
I do
answer.
both.
Yeah.
You
But
would
you
dance.
can only pick one. Really, I would dance? Okay. One thing you guys don't know about me that I don't ever reveal to people unless I'm like really close to them is that I sing for everything. Like I literally have a little mini musical in my head. Like I could think of a song on the spot and just
and
sing
make her
it.
own lyrics.
And I
she
actually
changes the lyrics of every song
on purpose
every day, purposely. She even wrote
multiple times a day.
lyrics down to change.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's a hobby I have.
but she's a great dancer. That's why I said she would dance. But
I'm not a
if
great
nobody
Would
See,
you
why
like
are
me
you
to
starting
demonstrate?
shit? Why are you starting shit?
You said I'm a great dancer, completely disregarded that I sing all day
I
long.
wasn't finished.
I'm not a good singer, guys. All right, let's move on because this one's juicy, and I want to know his answer especially.
Why am I?
Would you rather find true love today or win the lottery next year?
Shit. How much is the lottery?
You're sacrificing me now, baby.
No, what do you mean? I already got true love, so I need the lottery next year.
Nah, you have to. It's true love or the lottery.
True love, because I'm going to blow anyway.
I'm
Pause.
choosing the lottery.
Whoa! Oh,
Because I'll choose the lottery, so when I find my true love, we could, share together.
When she finds a true love.
Which is him.
Better be.
Do that thing. That ding, Like
You're so stupid.
Would you rather be in jail for 5 years or in a coma for a decade?
Decade. Because you don't remember you're in a coma. You just missed 10 years. You feel every minute in jail.
But I have a question. Like, if you're in a coma for that long, can you still wake up and walk and have basic motor functions? Or are you just going to be in a wheelchair for the rest of your life? Because I might do jail. I don't know. I might come out and learn a few things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, 10 years though?
Waiting for my prince to come wake me up. Like,
what type of jail? Okay, because
jail for me might actually not be bad,
Oh my God. It'd be bad for me because there's no women in prison. Is there women in prison?
If they're one of thems. Coma, I pick jail. Would you rather have another 10 years with your partner or a one-night stand with your celebrity crush? Celebrity crush, he'll forgive me. He'll forgive me. I would definitely encourage him to celebrity crush. Come,
Who's your celebrity crush?
so many to choose
Top
from.
three. Top three. I already know you got three.
Idris Elba.
Still that nigga. Oh,
He's still sexy. He could be daddy. I still have a thing for Ryan Gosling. And
from The Notebook.
Yes.
She forced me to watch it.
It's so good. If you didn't cry in The Notebook when you watched it, I have to question if you're
I don't
human
think I
at all.
cried. Which part?
The end.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that one got me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
To be fair, in the kitchen, her daughters, they were cutting onions. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
I actually take back Idris Elba. You know that guy that dated what's his name's daughter? Guys, Jordan, what's his name?
Michael B. Jordan?
Michael B. Jordan. He's number one.
You
number
mean
two,
the guy who dated Steve Harvey's daughter?
yes, I'm bad with
Lori
names.
Harvey?
Yes, I'm bad with names. I'm only good with faces.
She's okay. Wait, real quick. Put a pause on that real quick. So, I just want to illustrate to you guys how bad with names she is. So, we were playing a game. What is it? Charades?
Charades.
Where, you know, you hold the phone on your forehead. And Chris Rock's name came up. And she said, "Oh, it's the guy that's in the movie with Jackie Chan." I said, "Chris Tucker." She said, "No, Chris Rock." Like, what? No. You mean Chris Rock from New Jack City? Chris Rock? Everyone hates Chris Rock? She literally gets celebrities confused.
I knew
so.
Forrest Whitaker. I said the guy with the eye. And what's his other name? Morgan Freeman, the one that's been
Yeah.
old since he started acting.
Yeah, she said it was charade. She was like, the guy who's always been old. Morgan Freeman. That's
Everybody
the only
knows
one.
that.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody else, I don't know. So, anyways, Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Gosling, and I don't care that he's no longer here. But if I could bring him back to life, it would definitely be in his heyday when he played in the 10 Things I Hate About You. What's that guy's name that played the Joker? The
Heath
best
Ledger.
Joker ever. Heath Ledger. Ugh, even his name, how it rolls off the tongue. Heath Ledger.
No,
Okay, who's
he
yours?
did an awesome job. Awesome job in The Dark Knight.
But I would want him from 10 Things I Hate About You. All my girly girls who love chick flicks, you know what he did for her. You know,
You know what?
sliding down the pole, and it's not a stripper pole either. It's the pole of the field where they play the band and play football and soccer, sing a song, and yeah, had the band in on it. That's my answer.
Oh, my three
Yes.
celebrity crushes.
Mm-hmm.
Sierra before she got married.
Aww.
Yeah. My goodie, Sierra.
Mm.
You know, when she got the arm and she started pumping. With the dry weave. Yeah. Megan Good.
Ooh.
Megan Good.
There wasn't
But
listening there,
okay,
don't
so
choose her too.
Megan Good from Stomp the Yard, Megan Good.
That was a good Megan Good.
Yeah, that was a good Megan Good. I mean, she's still good.
You know she's dating that guy?
Do you see what I mean? What guy? What guy is
The
she
guy
dating?
from Creed. The black guy. The big black guy. From Creed 3. The new one with
You
Michael
mean-
B. Jordan.
With who?
Jordan B. Michael B. Jordan. The one from Wakanda Forever.
Wait.
The one from...
Wait, you just got them both confused.
Okay, the black guy, Michael B. Jordan, he plays in Black Panther. He fights in a boxing movie with the big gorilla black guy. Wait, let's scratch that out. With the one with the big schnoz. What's his name? Michael? No, it's not Michael. It's Jackson. What's his name?
Jonathan Majors.
Jazz.
man.
I knew it was something with a J and an M.
He's from
I said Michael's. It's Mayer. Jonathan Mayer. Round of applause.
Jonathan Majors.
Oh, Majors. Round of applause. Majors, Mayers. If you're same thing.
LaToya Luckett from Destiny's Child during Bills.
That
Now,
was a good time.
I actually met her in person. Actually, I saw her in person. We didn't actually speak. But we walked by Destiny Child when we was doing our little music shit. We was on Face Records in Atlanta. So we locked eyes now. And mind you, I was 17 at the time, trying to be this rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'm 6 feet tall, 6'1". I had my shirt open. My uncle, who was my manager at the time,
I've heard the story, guys.
pause. He had his assistant spray oil sheen. So my chest and stomach, I had like a 6-pack, but I had a bird chest. But I was glistening. The problem was I had a Hawaiian shirt and the sheen, like the shirt was getting stuck. I got
Hot
to the
Mess
car.
Express.
It was oil stains on my shirt. The shirt was ruined, but it was worth it. Me and LaToya Luckett locked eyes.
I'm surprised she's not your number one since you locked eyes with her. But
I didn't know it
compared
was
to-
in order.
Compared to Sierra.
Yeah, see,
I
that-
did mine in order.
Goody
Who-
Sierra.
Of who I'm letting tap first. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, moving on. So, this is getting deep, guys. This is a deep one. Okay. Would you rather lose your sight or your memories?
I've always said, as I get older, if I had to choose between my body or my mind, I will pick my mind. I don't want to lose my memories because at the end of the day, that's all we have. So I'd rather lose my sight than lose my memories.
I'm going to think logically. And logically, if I have my sight, I can write down my memories so I can look at them and try to remember. So I think I'm gonna. That's a hard one.
Well,
and
one of us need to see.
all jokes aside, I probably would choose my memories because there's so many memories that are so special to me. But like I said, I have photographic memories. So I mean, if I have my sight, I can visualize what I'm reading. I'm hoping. So I think I'm gonna pick sight.
Okay, well, one of us need to see.
Yeah, that might be superficial, but
Whatever.
it's a scary
You-
world in darkness.
it's logical.
I'm scared of the dark, y'all. It's dark with no eyes. Sorry.
So you pick blindness. I pick.
No, I
No,
pick
you
sight.
Sight. I said blindness. You pick blindness. You pick sight. I pick memory.
Yeah. Okay, this one's funny. Would you rather swim in a pool full of Nutella or a pool full of maple syrup?
Either one, you're both dying.
Now if you hold your breath.
Do you know how thick both them shits are?
Yeah, but if you come up and you can tread, you just.
If you try to dive, you're literally gonna stay on the surface. Like you're not gonna
And
get.
they didn't say dive. They said swim. All I gotta do is swim from one end of the pool
Do
to
you
the
know how
other.
slow?
I'm swimming through Nutella, y'all. Because number one, it's chocolate, so it's easy to melt away in the hot water when I wash myself off. I could taste it while I go because I'm not allergic to tree nuts. And I think it might be good for your skin.
I guess I'll take my chances with maple syrup, and hopefully I don't.
That's how he dies. Would you rather buy 10 things you don't need every time you go shopping or always forget the one thing you need when you go to the store?
That's the story of my life. That's you
was
just
nice.
literally just nailed it. How I go shopping, like that's exactly what I do
All
every
right, this
time I
one's
shop.
funny. This one's funny. Would you rather be 11 feet tall or 9 inches tall?
Why the fuck would I want to be 9 inches tall?
Because you can get through everything.
So, but 11 feet tall. That
Everybody knows you.
I'll do 11 feet.
I think I'll probably choose the 11 feet too.
If you're 9 inches, you're the same size as like little ass animals. A pit bull will eat the shit out of you. Like literally, you'll be a dog toy. Where are you going?
To the bank vault.
Someone got to smuggle you in their pocket.
Why can't I just like wiggle my way through?
You get stepped on. What if it's like New York traffic? You know how maybe people be walking through?
I got an idea. Hear me out. If I'm 9 inches tall, nobody's really paying attention to me, right? So
So
all
they're gonna
I
step
gotta
on
do
you.
is find my way to that little corner of the bank, you know, where the door gets open and closed and
And
nobody
what
can
if
step.
a rat finds you and thinks you're a big stick of food and eats the shit out of you?
Well, that's why I reneged and said I'll be 11.
11 feet tall, I'm beating the shit out of everybody.
11 feet tall. I just hope I find some comfortable shoes. Maybe some pants that go down to my ankle, so every time I sit, my ankles ain't exposed.
That being said, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us on Lost in the Sauce podcast. We appreciate you guys tuning in. If you're watching it on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button so you don't miss an episode. And if you're listening on one of the podcast streaming sites, we thank you for taking the time to listen to the episode. And Miss Cola, do you have anything to say to the beautiful
Yes, I
people?
wanted to tell you guys, please don't be shy. Comment down below if you guys have any topics of interest. If you guys want us to do a Q&A, anything like that. We are an open book, kind of. No, seriously. And don't forget to follow us on Lost in the Sauce podcast on Facebook and Instagram. And we'll link everything down below too. So.
Absolutely. We appreciate you guys. We do not take you guys for granted. And until next time, let's get lost in the sauce.